Good morning, everyone. How is everybody doing on this beautiful Friday morning? God bless America. Hope all of you are doing well. I had a pretty uneventful night at work, so that's always a plus. Hope y'all are getting your day started well. Morning, Mr. TC, Mr. Pete, Mr. B. Shady, Mr. Nick, Mr. Ed, Mr. Drummer. Hope you gentlemen are doing great this morning. Looks like Nick's not doing so great because he didn't get his winter blade. Like he said, I guess he didn't try hard enough, huh? No, that sucks when you go wait and set your alarm to go check out a knife and you don't get one. Kind of reminds me of how all drops seem to go recently. I would like to hear about a drop from a single knife that doesn't sell out quickly. I'd like to talk about that or look into that. Morning, JD. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, well, that's not lined up. That doesn't look good. Why did that do that? Oh, I think I know why. There we go. Now we're lined up. So last night, in my pockets, I had, of course, my Draco in the front pocket. And, yeah. I would have a hard time picking between it and my Evo now that it's got a hollow grind on which is my favorite knife. They both have that just awesome ergo feel. This one is a little wider than the Evo, and so it almost feels better, but they both feel very nice, very nice. B. Shady's liking his new mini MSI. That's awesome. Ed's got some knives for sale if y'all are looking. And then in my back pocket, I had that little Dream Tech that we were talking about yesterday. And this is a good size knife as a backup knife. I can just perfectly get 4 fingers on it. And it's M390 blade steel, which I like. It's got a flat grind on it. It seemed very sharp. The detent on this thing is somewhat brutal. And sometimes it almost hurts to push the flipper tab. But I like brutal detent. Man, the front flipper, the detent's so strong. The front flipper's definitely harder to do than some. Yeah, I love this little thing. Andrew, good morning. Oh, Andrew, this is what I was talking about slip joints. Opening them is fine because you're not really worried. And then while you're using it, I'm not worried about a slip joint. It's when you go to close it that you need to learn how to push on the back and not squeeze on the sides. Because I'm used to holding the knife like this, and if you squeeze on the sides, then your thumb can slip off and get between here when you're slamming it shut. So always make sure you're pushing back here and you got a good grip, very strong grip. But some things, some people do like just throwing a knife in their pocket without a clip. And so a lot of guys like, you know, slip joints and knives without a clip. I prefer a clip, and I'm scared of slip joints. I'm not really scared of them, but and last night I took my Kaiser case with me to work so that I could work on making a spreadsheet. I'm going to make a spreadsheet. I'm actually going to do something interesting for the Discord. I'm going to make a channel on the Discord that has a list of all of my knife cases, and then shows the spreadsheet where they're located on in each case. And I'm going to have them all numbered in the Discord, like case 1 through case 8, and then all the rows and columns. And if anybody wants to see a specific knife, they can type it in the Discord, and I can show it by going right to that case and pulling it out. And it'll help me keep up with my knives better. Yeah, these little slip cases, they're sold out on Amazon, the Cavill ones. I think they're sold out just about everywhere, except maybe his website. But they are really nice, and they fit all kinds of different size knives. Morning, Brown Sugar. But yeah, these are super nice. But the other knife that I had in my pocket most of the night was one that is a real sleeper. And like literally, it is the sleeper. And man, what a comfortable knife. This thing is so comfortable. Yeah, they're sold out on Amazon for sure. I bought one of the last ones on there, I believe. But Pete, you talk about a knife that's like the Rosie that you would like. This one right here. This is Canadian Knife Company Sleeper. And it is an awesome knife. No flipper tab. Awesome blade window and thumb studs. Perfect forward choil. Great ramp. Great jimping. Great knife. Yeah, Andrew, have a good sleep, buddy. But I carried this one a lot of the night, and I'm loving it. There's a few knives in this Kaiser case. That aren't Kaisers, and that was one of them. The other two were two of my QSPs that I'm keeping. The Hornbill and I think the Gorilla, maybe? What is this one called? No, this one is the... I forgot what this knife is called. Doesn't have the name on it. Pretty positive this one is the Hornbill. Yeah, I am positive this one is the Hornbill. And it's got that nice forward choil also, whereas this one doesn't. This is not I don't think it's the Gorilla. What is that one? Good morning, Sharp Obsession. Hope you're doing well. What is this knife? Now it's going to drive me nuts if I don't figure it out. Let me figure it out real quick. I was talking to somebody. I made a post about my Kaisers, about how many nice knives they make. Yeah, it is the Gorilla. I was right. So yeah, those are two of the non-titanium knives that I'm keeping. And then the other knives that are in here with my Kaisers are all my Migarons. They live in this case as well. I don't quite have 90 Kaisers. Yeah, they come up on Blade Binge and eBay some, Pete. Man, this thing is super nice though. And I like wire clips. I'm a fan of wire clips. They're guaranteed to always work right. No problem. I'm not going to go through all my Kaisers today. But I do have, these are all my my Migarons that are in this case. Yeah, I think you would like it, Pete. And I've noticed that a lot of my Migarons are front flippers. And front flippers only. The Mojarl is still one of my favorites. And I think it's partly due to that forward choil too, and going right into the beautiful knife though, super comfortable. I've got a budget version of that too. And then the Marrow, it's got that forward choil again. It's a super nice knife. Uh-oh. I don't have enough room. For all my Migarons. These are not all my Migarons, actually. I forgot about my big ones. The Vane is an awesome knife, too. This is the Gladiator. The Prayer 2. And the Glear. So those are all my Migarons except for the big ones, the 5 that are in the big bag. They live with my Kaisers in that one case. Good morning, William. All right, so last week, by the way, if y'all have not smashed that like button, I invite you to do so. Help a brother out. Last week, on New Drop Friday, we did not even look at a single knife, maybe until the very end on the drop point. So today we're going to check out and see what new drops we got. We're going to start with the fixed blades and just work our way down. Which one are we looking at? The Timberline Badger. 140. Looks like a good little knife. I'm going to almost call AI for how good it matches that that pattern. No, it's probably not. But yeah, it matches that pattern perfectly. Still front flipper handicapped. William, that's you shouldn't be. I tell you what, even I can't do hardly anything with my left hand, but I can still front flip with my left hand most of the time. I can't close it very good, but if you get a good front flipper, yeah, and I can't do anything with my left hand. I feel so handicapped. I think you can do it. I think if you got a good one, it would come naturally. Yeah, what are we looking at? So the Badger Timberline, what are the specs on this thing? $140. You get 6 1/4 inch knife with a 2.5 inch blade. And it's made out of 52-100 steel. All right. Next, we got a Hellbender Blade Company ranch hand. I like this one. Black G10 tumbled Magna Cut. I wish the billboarding wasn't so giant. I like the billboarding on that side. And I definitely like the sheath. Looks a lot like the sheath we made for the Olympic. Yeah, I don't guess I mind it too much. That's a good looking knife. I have not heard of this company, I don't believe. And I'm guessing since it has, made in Columbus, Ohio. With Magna Cut for $180. Made in the USA. That seems like a good deal to me. It actually seems like a great deal. Just not completely sold on the logo, but like representing. You can get micarta for the same price, so like the texture on that too. Huh. Very interesting. Bulldog Smith Farms, morning. All right, next we have the Bradford Knives G3 Warney. Nice. That looks very comfortable as well. What are some specs on it? 3.6 inch blade, so it's bigger than I thought. 3 1/4 inch cutting edge. It's under 4 ounces. Magna Cut HH. Does that mean high hardness? Yep. High hardness, 63 to 64. Yeah, that blade, 3.6 all the way to back here, and then 3 1/4 cutting edge. It's a nice little Bradford. I've been wanting to get a Bradford for a while. It's a good size one. Not sure I'm a total fan of the Warney, but I like it. All right. Next, we got some Bald Man knife, the Basque Compact. That would be this one. Not a fan of that one. I do like Bald Man stuff. And I guess I'm not like, I'm not opposed to anything about it. It just doesn't... I like the blade shape, but the handle's a little different for me. I don't know. I bet it's a good working knife. It's got that full flat grind. It would be a heck of a slicer. Of course, it's Magna Cut, like everything else is at the moment. Looks like they got the G Carta one and the My Carta one and the Blue Burlap and the Watermelon one. I kind of like the looks of the Watermelon one. It's actually growing on me. When I look at it. Co-Bunny, good morning. Saw you got another sword the other day, or another katana or something. Pete said he has that knife. Which one are you talking about? The Bradford? White River, you got two of them. What kind of blade steel? Oh, S35 VN. All right, what do we got next? Which one did you say you had, Pete? The Bradford? The G3? I think you were a little behind. Or I was ahead or something. Beretta. I love me some Beretta. He just makes nice looking heirloom wooden knives. From the UK. Bolivian rosewood. Yeah, he makes some clean looking knives. AEBL. Yeah, his fit and finish looks great. Love that sheath too. Yeah, I like me some Beretta. Carry Commission Jackrabbit. All right. That one's a little pricey. It's a Carry Commission exclusive. Crewwear and M4? Oh. Crewwear, okay, and M4. I like that one better than the proportions look right on it. It's got the choil there. Yeah, I like his logo too. Oh, what did I say? Did I say Bilgewater Blades? Did I? No, I didn't have it on there. Yeah, so that's a Bilgewater Blades. Let's go check out Bilgewater Blades. I don't think I've heard of them. Drop, merch, and a raffle. Gallery and order form. Drop. Okay, there's the Jackrabbit sold out. Wow, that's pretty. He puts in some work on the handles, huh? Man, that flame, that pattern on that left one Both of those are awesome. That blue and that other one. Wow, those are pretty knives. That blue color is sick. And that flame looking on that one is pretty sick too. Paper micarta. Yeah, that image right there, that blue one is, that's pretty cool looking. Yes, Sever. Good morning, Cat Scratch. Good morning, Cliff. Yeah, they're probably not going to rerun any of those Ty Moyarls, Frame Lock Marrow, and the. I want a Kirk's too. Titanium. If y'all wouldn't mind smashing that like button and help me out while you're here, it'd be awesome. Let's see. Who else likes that blue on the screen? I know somebody else has got to like it. I don't even know what material that is. I mean, it's a composite, but it's some kind of mix of something or other. See what it says here. Doesn't really say, but maple hybrid, black ash burl. So that's a black ash burl. Nice. Black ash burl. So it's a, huh. William, they're pretty close. They're really close, actually, as far as feel goes. All right, well, I'm glad we ran across. Let's see if they got an Instagram, Bilgewater Blades, because I would like to follow them. Bilgewater Blades Instagram. Urban EDC. Wyatt of Bilgewater Blades. House of Blades. River's Edge. Doesn't look like they have one. Hold on. Yeah, House of Blades. I need to follow them, though. House of Blades. That's pretty funny. Some of those Swiss Army guys are pretty wild. Whose birthday? Brown Sugar? It's your birthday tomorrow? Co-Bunny? There's the same cheap knives that you find on Wish and AliExpress on Temu. And Temu is kind of a hit and miss. Waylon is able to find good knives on Temu. I just find cheap knives. But a good start would be to type in titanium folding knife. And you might run across some. There's some Two Sons. Some other stuff. But typing in titanium folding knife or just folding knife EDC might find you some decent ones. There's all kinds of stuff on there. Same stuff you can find on AliExpress and Wish.com. Not many people use Wish.com anymore, but you can find a ton of cold steel copies on Wish.com. And they have, you can just type in cold steel knife and you'll get a bunch of copies of cold steel stuff. So go check out Wish.com if you want to find some knives. They'll have some of the clone ones that you can get for cheap. San Mai, Tanto 2. Pretty crazy though. All right, enough of that. Let's go back where we were. Russell Cooper knives. That's a classy looking knife. Hey Google, what's 195 millimeters in inches?
195 millimeters is 7.677 inches.
So 7.7 inches. It's a pretty big boy. HCR 14. All right, let's see what we got next. Dervish Knives, Ursa Major. What is that, the Dog Star? Oh, this is for the deposit. Pre-order, total price is $650. Wow, look at the milling on that blade. See if we can find the picture. Yeah, right here. That's a wild thing. Wild thing. $14 pieces done in 3V. 12-inch blade, 18 inches overall. Dervish Knives. Let's see, Instagram. I think there's been a Dervish knife that I liked. Can't remember what it is. That one looks pretty nice. Custom Sheba. Yep. That thing's pretty wild. What else has he got? There's that Ursa Major. Look, that one's called an Alchemy XL. If synchronicity's not a thing, I don't know what is. But that one's called an Alchemy XL. That is a big boy. 4-inch blade in N690. Yep, the Alchemy XL. Synchronicity is definitely a thing. Navajo. Yeah, that's what I saw. That's the one I wanted from that company. I've got that added to my knife swap list, I believe. Non-flipper tab, blade hole only. I like the clip on it. I believe it's a big boy too. Yeah, the Dervish Navajo. Mid-tech folder. Oh, there's a Navajo from BRS. I've got one of their integrals. I don't know where we can find one. Okay, there it is. Stonewash PVK had one. Yeah, 9 1/4 inches overall. 4-inch blade. 4.2-inch blade. Magna cut. Yeah, 9 1/4 inches. That's a big knife. That's a nice looking knife, though. Alright, connection seems to be doing better today. Sorry it crapped out at the end yesterday. I think it was my VPN and I had an audio plug-in that was running a VST plug-in that I think crashed and caused the issue. Dervish Knives. Alright. Back to where we were. Let's see. And Belletta has another one. Yeah, he makes some nice knives. I don't know what it is. I guess I like the old school wood handles, and the fit and finish of his leather is excellent. And the fit and finish of all his stuff looks great. I like his photographs. I like everything about what he does. That jimping looks good. I've been a fan since the first Belletta that we looked at off the drop point. Good morning, Miranda. I've only got a couple of Van X knives. I'd say my Quiet Carry is probably my favorite. All right, we're done with Belletta now, and then yesterday, MKC 5 model drop. Yeah, see, they're just slinging out knives. Oh, this is a topic I discussed earlier. I made a post on Reddit about my Kaisers, and someone posted that they didn't like how many knives Kaiser released, and they felt they were kind of saturating the market. And I just kind of said, that seems to just be the signs of a good knife company to me. Because all the companies do it. We with Civivi and Syncut. Concept releases a bunch of knives. Remet releases a bunch. And I guess they wouldn't keep releasing more if they weren't selling. So, but I think MKC is another one of those companies. I've told y'all about their website. Something weird about their website. Whoops. Sorry about that. But But I think they're one of those companies that might be dropping too many, but when you go to their homepage, at least they've changed the colors. I think it was white. And maybe I'm thinking of, I don't know why. Okay. Yeah, so I thought it was white in the background. But they just kind of start blending all together when you look at them all on this white page. They don't have as many as I thought they had. I think we're not seeing everything. Huh. All right. And then today, we got some primitive wickets that are going to drop. We got some primitive wicket XLs that are going to drop. We got Walkman Knives, Eddie 3. It's a nice looking knife. Very limited stock. I'm already following him. Kestrel Knives. Mountain Caper. Only 20 grams. Which is 3/4 of an ounce. $145 dropping today. Carry Development dropping today. 6 ones, all Nitro V. 4 with chaotic resin scales and 2 with silver twill texalium scales. What is texalium? That stuff. Cool little knife. And then Schwartz has got the Overland Slain. Y'all know I like the Overland X. Well, I haven't seen that redstone and black one. It's pretty clean looking. But the new one is the Slain. 7.7, 3.3-inch blade. Magna cut at 63 to 64. 18 degrees each side. 275. Great looking knife. Be Shady. I'm excited to see what you think about it compared to your Cavill. What is the price of the Cavill compared to it? Yeah, Co-Bunny, you've got a few that I really like. You've got one especially that I like. I can't remember which one it is. I think it was around $400 though. And I think they're sold out. Good morning, Mitchell. All right. What else we got? Pre-orders and book spots. Culinary Knives, Balisongs. Oh yeah, the Opus from Machine Wise. Looks like they're all sold out though. All right, TC. Have a good one. Yeah, but I'm talking about how many knives did the Cavill hold, though? I'm talking about comparable cases. I'm pretty sure you're comparing two different size cases. I thought you had a big one. Oh, 24 slots to 90? Yeah. So even if you double the price of the Cavill, that would be 139 and you'd only have 48. Wow. Yeah, so I hope you like it. They're nice. All right, Rosecraft, Baron Fork Jack. Red jigged bone, $63. All right. Big Eye Design and Ken Onion Jr. Let's watch this video. See how much it is first. And I hate these pages. You got to scroll. All right. $250. Chattanooga, Tennessee.
We are Big Idea Design. This is the TI Manu, and this is Ken Onion Jr. And he knows a thing or two about a pocket knife.
I sure hope so.
All right, so let's catch you up to speed on Kenny. Kenny is the only 30-year-old with 28 years of experience designing knives. Growing up in Hawaii with his dad, Ken Onion, he's been around more knives than all of us combined. Some might say that knife design runs in his blood, and he has worked with some of the biggest names in the industry. So we could not have asked for a better designer to partner with on
TI Manu.
Let's dig deeper.
Long story short, we became good friends with Kenny, and we asked him if he'd be willing to design a new knife with us.
And Kenny went straight to the kitchen to start cooking up our new folder with his Je ne sais quoi.
Je ne sais quoi.
Oh, with his je ne sais quoi.
He combined all of the requested features and jam-packed them into a minimal design.
I like it.
Wrapped them up in a pretty bow, and sprinkled them with a little Hawaiian onion flare on top.
This new knife is refreshing. It has our timeless, minimal 2-screw design with a blade shape that is uniquely Ken Onion Jr.
It's a beautiful marriage of our design DNA.
Toss in grade 5 TI scales, a deep carry pocket clip, and a snappy 3¼ S90V blade. And we didn't stop there. To maximize its versatility, it works with both caged ceramic ball bearings and phosphor bronze washers. Yes, it comes with both. We're really excited about the balance, ergonomics, and versatility of this new design.
All of this is
All right. I love it. Love that blade shape. I wish it had a forward choil. Yeah, I like it.
backed by a lifetime warranty and free shipping.
Making it easy to say, this is my new knife. Get it? Manu knife. This is the first time we've ever worked with an outside designer on any project.
All right, cool. Y'all go check that out and back it if you want to. I like that it comes with washers and bearings. That's pretty cool. I love that blade shape. That blade shape is pretty sick. King Kamehameha. The Thai Manu. Nice. Superlative. The Tyrant. That Comanche looks nice too. That's a pretty wild looking thing. The Tyrant. And the Comanche. Comanche's a slip joint, looks like. Huh. Very interesting. Matador the Piranha. The V-Bolt. Oh, I kind of like that pin too. I like the little bolt, the little V it makes. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a nice little pin. Yeah, that Comanche is pretty sweet, Pete. That Cruzador looks pretty nice too for a slip joint. That Comanche's pretty sick. Especially the skeletonized full tie with... Oh yeah, let's look at all the different versions. Yeah, there's the skeletonized one. Huh. I like that one the best, probably. Whoops, what happened? Yeah, I think I like that one the best. I find that image. Good old JavaScript. Yeah, that's pretty sick. That Cruzador is like your Grail slip joint Sever. Yeah, I was about to say something about that looking like a Sever version. With all that Damascus. Four and a quarter ounces. Bronze washers, full extra set of hardware. Slip joint. Nice. Alright, Berg blades. Tick. They are. Got some more ticks out. This might be one of those ones where they don't sell out instantly that I was talking about earlier. Luckily, Berg blades don't get copied. I still like the Mini Sweeney too. I think B Shady's got one of those. Yeah, I feel you about that, Sever. I have a problem paying new price for stuff. Like I wanted to get one of those well, now I'm having a you know, the dang it. I wanted to get a DeVille. Yeah. The new DeVille, but I didn't want to pay new price for it, but I should have probably, because I've been wanting a DeVille for a while. Round 2. Should have grabbed one, probably. Round 2. Oh, they're still available. So I could still get one. So here's another one of those cases where I just don't want to pay it. And I would have to get, I'd probably get this one and dye it black. Nick T, thank you, sir. Is today the last day? No. Oh, yeah, you can get the Arctic Storm version. Yeah, I don't like it. And I don't know why they call that green micarta. Add to cart. 270's not bad. Alright. We got the Nimble XT, which is that sexy thing we looked at a few days ago. Still like that version. I don't know, that one's pretty sexy. Alright. Urban Nitro Glide. We've seen that one a bunch. Looks like a DLC version of it. It's one of those ones where the blade's a little top heavy for the handle. But I bet Sever loves it. Definitely looks like a Sever knife. It looks good closed. I'll give it that. It's just open. Yeah, it looks good open. That's a clean looking knife. That satin on the blade looks excellent with that darker color. Yeah, that darker color on the blade really brings out those satin lines. Super cool. Oh, we got music. Mute. Yeah. I'm a sucker for belt satin and hand satin finishes on blades. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Yeah, Sever, that one is pretty sick. That hand rub DLC, pretty wild looking. All right, Kingsford. The scroll work quaking. Mr. Andrew would like that one. Is that a button lock? It is. Looks pretty sweet though. All right, Microtech EX Zero Blade Play. What do we got going on? Ultratech EX Zero Blade Play. That's pretty sick with the natural clear. Yeah, that's a pretty clean looking knife. I can't hate on it. That's actually very clean. That reminds me, I need to pull out one of my Ultratechs and carry it. I haven't carried it in a couple of weeks and I've been missing it. Alright. Machine-wise, Sonoras. Got a few models left. Looks like 8 models left. Yep. And Gunslinger Jack. Let's see, which one do I like the best? Wow, they got a bunch of them. I guess I like that one the best. With the DLC. I guess I'm going to have to start settling on more DLC knives. Because they seem to be coming out with some plain handles. And the version I like is going to be the plain handle with the DLC as compared to all the other models. I kind of like that ebony wood one. It's pretty nice looking too. Alright then. And then today, Finch knife, the Flying Goddess. Cotton candy resin. Well, that's some color. I like that blade. I like that color. I don't hate it. America, almost. Just needs a little blue. Oh, it's a barber pole, huh? Wasn't even paying attention. My dad was a barber. And we got some more RR stations. Nice. Dark purple. Gold and silver. There we go. Stone milled. I still want to get one of those too. I've only heard good things about him and his knives. Transients for $1,200. New drop today. And the root beer version of the Tick. Where's the root beer one? I don't see it. Snake Skin, Shipwreck, 80s, and Dunes. I guess they're not unveiling it until later today. Root beer version, huh? Right after this broadcast, 10 a.m. Central, the root beer will drop. Mr. Titan Batch 2. Still need to get one of those too. But it's crossbar. Man, I wish I knew somebody that had one of those and could compare it to like a Kaiser clutch lock. Tell me, or a Kunwu. Tell me how it feels. And that Explorer NF is still a banger. Has anybody picked up one of those? I know B Shady likes it as well. Oh, that's fine, Bulldog Smith Farms. He's doing a giveaway next Wednesday. That would be March the 4th. 6 to 8 Eastern. Go hang out and win a giveaway. I'm always here to promote other YouTube channels. No shade. Yeah, I definitely want to try out this Explorer. It's got all the things I like about a knife. No flipper tab. Big jimping. Drop point blade. Nice lock bar access, but a little too much. Wish it had a little less lock bar access. Yeah, I like it. All right. And I believe that brings us to the end of that today. Glad you're enjoying it, sir. I am as well. So yeah, this little knife of mine turned out to be a lot more comfortable and usable than I thought. And it's got really good action. I'm digging it. But this is the star of the show. I really can't figure out whether I want whether the Evo or it is my favorite. I've almost got the spreadsheet finished for this case. The Miro is an awesome knife. A lot of people take this front flipper off this knife, and but I like the front flipper on it. It's probably one of the top front flipper knives you can get. This and the Moyarl are two awesome knives. Great action, both of them. All these have good action. This Archery and Archery are both great little front flippers and have just perfect action. And this is one of the newest ones I got, front flipper of theirs, the Karaki 2. I love that milling. Oh, where's my Caruso? It's got the same kind of milling. I need to compare this to my Caruso sometime. Kovog. And this is one of my budget ones I got. And they actually do a decent crossbar lock too. Pretty smooth. The spring is decently tight, but of course you don't have any detent. But yeah, I posted a post, and on the Discord I actually put a couple pictures just talking about how many bangers Kaiser had. And this was a couple of my pictures I posted. This is probably about half of them. But man, Kaiser makes some bangers. There's a few of them, and then there's a few more. But you can definitely find something you like. That's for sure. Yeah. Love me some Kaisers. I guess right now in this box I've got, let's see, 9 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 9 times 6 is 56. And 4 more. I've got 60. I got 60 Kaisers. at the moment. I'm pretty sure that's the most I've got of any single brand. So yeah, what else y'all want to talk about that's dropping this week? William asked me earlier what my favorite Vanex knife was. There's the Evo next to the Draco. But my quiet carry Drift LCT is probably my favorite Vanex knife. Yeah, the Beyond gets really slept on in my opinion. I don't know why more people don't like that knife, Mitchell. Man, I'll tell you what though, having the hollow grind on this Draco makes it such a nice knife compared. Like every time I grabbed the Evo, I liked it way better and I was disappointed. So getting that BGM regrind on this thing was definitely the ticket. And he did such a great job. I will definitely send more knives to him. But yeah, I love the LCT. Yeah, what else? Oh. I'm going to put these back up real quick. And it's next to the Gringo. See, this Gringo needs a hollow grind. I should send that Gringo to BGM, and I would like it a lot better. What do y'all think? Hollow grind on the Gringo next? I bet that would totally change my love for it too. Yeah, having this one with the hollow grind would be sick. I think I might do that. That's a good candidate for sure. Yep. I think I just decided that is definitely what I'm going to do. It would give it those lines too, man. That would be a sweet knife. Yep, I'm going to get this disassembled and send this blade off today. I'm so glad I just picked that up and thought of that. I need to send my Asgard at the same time and get it done. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, this is that one with the strip screw that they sent me a replacement of. And I think I never put it in. I didn't. Okay. I will do that off stream. I've got the replacement screw they sent me. I totally forgot about getting that in a few weeks ago. I don't remember where it's at now, but hopefully I can find it. Yeah, it had a screw that I cross-threaded and couldn't get out right. So I'm not going to mess with it, but I am going to send him the blade. Now that makes me mad that I don't know where that little screw is. because they sent that to me specifically all the way from China. Here it is. Oh, they only sent a screw. They were supposed to send the screw and the barrel. That's no good. B71272A. What is B71272A? B7127 knife. B7127-2A. Huh. Oh well, it's probably one of their part numbers. So yeah, they sent me the screw, but I needed the barrel spacer too. That sucks. I'm gonna have to try to retap it or something. Whoops. Yep. That sucks. Can't believe I cross-threaded it. I don't do that often, but I did with this one. Yeah, she's really good about sending stuff. I have to go back and check the email and make sure I said that. I'll pay for another one if she'll send it to me. I'm sure she will. What's her name? Maggie? I knew I had that laying over here somewhere, but there's an ulti clip. There's my tenable par laying over there. Uh-oh. Getting some parts thrown around that need to stay together. My isotope parts. Huh. Well, all right then. I'm going to get that blade out today, though. All right. Let's see here. What else are we going to talk about today? This will look sick with a BGM regrind, though. That'll take it up a level. It's still one of my favorite little EDC fixed blades. The Vosteed H-back. Such a great little knife. Grab you one. Set it up for scout carry with their reversible clips. And great little knife. All right. I'm going to leave that one out. But I need to find my one of my zero blade plays to put in my pocket today. I guess I'll take the Tonto. This one doesn't wiggle at all. Oh yeah, they sent me the part for this one to fix that. The other one, I got the part. That's the part that goes in the blade that locks, that sets the zero blade play. And I've shown y'all before where when they tightened it from the factory, they tightened it on one of these little points instead of in the little pockets. So my other one has just the tiniest bit of blade play. But this one has absolutely nothing. I love this Vespa. And I don't mind. I don't mind this one either. The Vespa. Of course, it's not zero blade play, but it doesn't have much. But this one fires way harder. Vosteed's got a free knife promo. Let's go check that out real quick. Vosteed. So funny enough, I bought my daughter a kitchen knife. And check this out. I bought this one for her on Amazon. And it is a Vosteed. And it's a pretty cool kitchen knife. Yeah, and it was inexpensive at the time I got it. It is unavailable now, but when I bought it, it was... I got it. It was $50, and I had a $20 off code, so I got it for $30. Yeah, that's a cool little Vosteed kitchen knife. I've got a Kaiser in my kitchen right now that I bought for myself. Let me see if I can find the link for it. Kaiser kitchen. All right, where are you, Kaiser kitchen knife? Here it is. It's kind of funny the number of layers they chose to pick on this one. I've got that one in my kitchen though, and I love it. It's a Kaiser, and it's got 69 layers of Damascus. But that one, when I bought it, was $42. So yeah, their kitchen knives are not that expensive. So I guess I have 61 Kaiser knives, because that one's in my kitchen. But back to Vosteed. All right. So that one's a $50. Yeah, about the same price as those other two. First come... Oh, this reminds me of that guy. We looked at his house, Mr. Doodle. You go back here and show now. So you buy anything, you get that knife for free. Have y'all seen Mr. Doodle's house? I doodled my house, Mr. Doodle. Let me turn off that music. But he doodled his entire house, or he doodled an entire house. I doubt that he lives there, but it's more like an art installation than anything. But seeing that Vosteed threw me off into Mr. Doodle. And if you get here to the end, you'll see the rest of it, and the outside and the entryway. And there's the house. But that's pretty funny. So all products by Newest First. The Nightshade or the Shilling Cutter is their newest one with the different patterns here, I guess. Good old parallel. And there's the Mr. Doodle edition. I don't know if it's actually a Mr. Doodle edition, but it is a Doodle edition. Okay, Mr. Ed, I will check Discord pics. Oh, Mr. Ed shared one of his kitchen knives. His Tucson. Yep. Another beauty. Let's see. Drummer said he has one of those. Which one? The Vostede or the Kaiser that I was talking about, Mr. Drummer? Kaiser Knives. 2 million pieces sold. What is this? Treat Wave. 40% off of these knives. Hidden Agenda. With the Ulti clip. What is going on here? What is this saying? That is a weapon. Looks like it's dual-edged fighting knife. Weird stuff. Smolt. I see why these are 40% off. They're all pretty atrocious. Unless you're Irish. That's pretty wild too. Well, Ed said he could doodle like that, but he would get bored and start making a lanyard or an Edyard 3 minutes in. Mr. TC shared a cool picture on the Discord last night. Some blues. When you got the blues. All right, well, if nobody else got anything else they want to talk about today, we're going to start winding this one down and get ready for the weekend. It is Friday. I can't believe I didn't notice that I needed the barrel when she sent this. That stinks. Maybe I can chase the threads on that if I can figure out the exact threads it is. I've got my little metal thing somewhere around here that I can test threads. Those plastic ones are no good, but the metal ones are pretty good. I've got a little orange screw tester thing somewhere around here. Have to dig it up and get to testing some threads and see if I can find the right tap and chase those threads. Fix that barrel spacer by the time he gets the blade back. Well, I appreciate all of you stopping by today and talking knives with me. If y'all haven't joined the Discord, please do so. The link is at the top of my YouTube page and in the description below. If y'all hadn't hit that thumbs up yet, I beg you to. No, I would appreciate it if you did. Y'all go subscribe to Mr. Bulldog Smith Farms EDC. And if you need me, you know how to get a hold of me. Today is a good day. Enjoy your day off, be shady. Pete, don't work too hard today. Don't forget, knives are life, but clones are life too. Nothing wrong with a good clone as long as you're not a shady person trying to get over on people. Shouldn't be no problem with you having a clone. As long as it's not taking money out of a small maker's pocket, which I have not seen that to be the case yet. It's usually on knives that have sold lots of and that sell out and that are no longer available. Anyway, I appreciate and love each and every one of you. Hope you have a great weekend. See y'all again in the morning.